Hello everyone, welcome on Let's Study channel. Today we are going to learn the text The Boy Who Broke the Bank, Part 2, Standard 10th. In Part 1 we have seen that Nathu is not getting his payment though it is 20th of the month. And this news he told Sitaram told this news to Mrs. Srivastav. From Mrs. Srivastav it goes to Mrs. Bhushan. From Mrs. Bhushan, it goes to Kamal Kishore. And now Kamal Kishore is telling this news to Deep Chand. Listen. Deep Chand, who was cutting the hair of an elderly gentleman, was so startled that his hand shook and he nicked his customer's right ear. The customer ached with pain and distress. Pain because of the cut and distress because of the awful news he had just heard. With one side of his neck still unshaven, he sped across the road to the general merchant's store where there was a telephone. He dialed Seth Govindram's number. The Seth was not at home. Where was he then? The Seth was holidaying in Kashmir. Oh, was that so? The elderly gentleman did not believe it. He hurried back to the barber's shop and told Deepchand, "The bird has flown," said Govindram has left town. Definitely it means a collapse. And then he dashed out of the shop, making a beeline for his office and checkbook. Difficult words. Nicked means cut slightly. थोडंसं कापलं जाणं. Ached means cried with pain. जे यातना झाल्यामुळे किंवा दुःख झाल्याने ओरडणे. Dashed means ran in a hurry. घाईने पळणे. Beeline means the direct route. means सरळ एखादा मार्ग धरणे. मीन्स दीपचंद जो एका वयस्कर व्यक्तीचे केस कापत होता तो कमल किशोरचे बोलणे ऐकून दचकला. त्यामुळे त्याचा हात हलला व ग्राहकाचा उजवा कान थोडासा कापला गेला. तो गृहस्थ वेदनेने दुःखाने ओरडला. अगोदर कापल्याच्या वेदना आणि नंतर नुकत्याच ऐकलेल्या भयानक बातमीचा धक्का. मानेच्या एका बाजूचे केस कापून घ्यायचे तसेच सोडून रस्त्याच्या पलीकडे असलेल्या दुकानात फोन करायला लगबगीने ती व्यक्ती गेली. त्यांनी सेठ गोविंदरामला फोन केला पण ते घरी नव्हते. मग ते कुठे होते? ते काश्मीरला फिरायला गेले होते. त्या व्यक्तीचा त्यावर विश्वासच बसेना. घाईने ती व्यक्ती पुन्हा दीपचंदकडे आली आणि म्हणाली, "पक्षी उडून गेला. सेठ गोविंदराम यांनी शहर सोडले आहे याचा अर्थ नक्कीच दिवाळखोरी." नंतर ती व्यक्ती ताबडतोब चेकची व्यवस्था करायला सरळ दुकानाबाहेर पडली. In short, Kamal Kishore's news startled Deepchand, due to which his elderly customer got a slight cut on his right ear. That customer also get shocked, and though his one side of neck was unshaven, he sped across the road to the general shop called the Seth, who was not in the town but in Kashmir. The customer informed Deepchand that the bird has flown and then straight went to his office for checkbook. The news spread through the bazaar with the rapidity of forest fire. From the general merchants it traveled to the shop, circulated amongst the customers, and then spread with them in various directions to the betel seller, the tailor, the free vendor, the jeweler, the beggar sitting on the pavement. Rapidity of forest fire means with a great speed of forest fire. म्हणजे वणव्याप्रमाणे वेगाने. मीन्स ही बातमी बाजारात वणव्यासारखी पसरली. व्यापाऱ्याच्या दुकानापासून दुसऱ्या दुकानाकडे, नंतर ग्राहकांकडे व नंतर विविध दिशांनी सुपारी विक्रेता, शिंपी, फिरते विक्रेते, सोनार आणि अगदी पदपथावर बसलेल्या भिकाऱ्यापर्यंत पोहोचली. In short, the news spread like a rapid fire of forest from merchant to customer and then through them in various directions to the betel seller, tailor, vendor, jeweler, even to the beggar sitting on the pavement. Old Ganpat, the beggar, had a crooked leg. He had been squatting on the pavement for years, calling for alms. In the evening, someone would come with a burro and take him away. He had never been known to walk. But now, on learning that the bank was about to collapse, Ganpat astonished everyone, leaping to his feet and actually running at top speed in the direction of the bank. It soon became known that he had 1,000 rupees in savings. Difficult words. Crooked means not straight. Langda. Squatting means occupying. Vyapne. Burro means a cart. Hadgadi. Means म्हातारा गणपत जो भिकारी होता व एका पायाने लंगडा होता तो कित्येक वर्षापासून पदपथ व्यापून भीक मागत होता. संध्याकाळी कोणीतरी हातगाडीवरून त्याला घेऊन जायचे. कोणीही त्याला कधी चालताना पाहिले नव्हते, परंतु बँकेच्या दिवाळखोरीबद्दल ऐकताच उडी मारून गणपतने बँकेच्या दिशेने पळायला सुरुवात करून लोकांना आश्चर्यचकित केले. नंतर लवकरच समजले की 1,001 रुपये त्याने बँकेत जमा करून ठेवले होते. In short, Ganpat, the beggar who had a crooked leg and calling for alms on the pavement, had never been known to walk. But when he learnt the news of collapsing of the bank, he leapt on his feet and started to run towards the bank. It soon became known that he had 1,000 rupees in savings. Men stood in groups at street corners discussing the situation. Peoplenagar seldom had a crisis. Seldom or never had floods, earthquakes, or drought, and the imminent crash of the Peoplenagar Bank set everyone talking and speculating and rushing about in a frenzy. Some boasted of their farsightedness, congratulating themselves on having already taken out their money or on never having put any in. Others speculated on the reasons for the crash. Difficult words. Crisis, संकट किंवा समस्या. Drought means shortage of rainfall, दुष्काळ. Floods means पूर. Earthquakes means भूकंप. Imminent means standing above others in quality or position. ठळक. Speculating means chewing over. चघळणे, तर्क करणे. Frenzy means fury, तावातावाने. Boast means show off, फुशारकी. Farsightedness means long-sighted, दूरदृष्टी. Question alongside the text. Who surprised everyone and how? Who surprised them? Of course, old Ganpat, the beggar, surprised everyone. How he surprised everyone? By leaping to his feet and actually running at top speed in the direction of the bank. Putting it all down to excesses indulged in by said Govindram. The Seth had fled the state, said one. He had fled the country, said another. He was hiding in Peoplenagar, said a third. He had hanged himself from the tamarind tree, said a fourth, and had been found that morning by the sweeper boy. Means लोक घोळक्याने रस्त्यांच्या कोपऱ्यावर उभे राहून परिस्थितीबद्दल चर्चा करत होते. पीपलनगरवर क्वचितच कुठले संकट आले होते. इथे कधीही पूर, भूकंप किंवा दुष्काळाची परिस्थिती ओढवली नव्हती. त्यामुळे बँक कोसळण्याच्या किंवा बुडण्याच्या विषयाबद्दल प्रत्येकजण तावातावाने चर्चा करत होते, तर्क करत होते. काही जण अगोदरच पैसे काढून घेतल्याने स्वतःच्या दूरदृष्टीबद्दल फुशारकी मारत होते. तर काही जण बँकेत पैसेच ठेवले नसल्याने खुश होते. काही जण याच्या कारणाबद्दल तर्क करताना सेठ गोविंदराम यांच्या उधळपट्टीमुळे असे घडले असा तर्क करत होते. एक जण म्हणाला की सेठ राज्य सोडून पळाले, तर दुसऱ्याच्या मते देश सोडून पळाले. तिसऱ्याच्या मते ते पीपलनगरमध्येच लपले होते, तर चौथ्याच्या मते झाडूवाल्या मुलाने सकाळी त्यांना चिंचेच्या झाडाला फास लावून घेतलेले पाहिले होते. Indulged in means took part in something, म्हणजे कशामध्ये तरी सहभागी होणे. Excess means more than enough, गरजेपेक्षा जास्त. Question alongside the text. What were the four rumors about Seth Govindram? See, first rumor is the Seth had fled the state. Second rumor is he had fled the country. Third rumor is he was hiding in Pipalnagar. And fourth rumor is he had hanged himself from the tamarind tree. These are the four rumors about Seth Govindram. In short, this passage tells us that due to the news, people started to gossip about the reason behind the collapsing of the bank. Some were boasting themselves on having already taken away their money. Some were praising themselves. Some were praising themselves for not investing any in it. According to someone, excessive spending of said Govindram was the reason of that. One told that the Seth had fled the state, others said that he had fled the country, third one said that he was hiding in Pipalnagar, and the fourth one said that Seth Govindram hanged himself from the tamarind tree. That means everyone was telling different reason of the collapsing of the bank. By noon, the small bank had gone through all its ready cash, and the harassed manager was in a dilemma. Emergency funds could only be obtained from another bank some 30 miles distant, and he wasn't sure he could persuade the crowd to wait until then. And there was no way of contacting Seth Govindram on his houseboat in Kashmir. Difficult words. Dilemma means a difficult situation, a situation which makes problems. Dvidha manasthiti. Persuade means make someone to believe. एखाद्याचे मन वळवणे. Means दुपारपर्यंत त्या छोट्या बँकेतील सर्व रोकड संपली. त्रासलेला बँक व्यवस्थापक द्विधा मनस्थितीत पडला. आपत्कालीन रोख निधी मिळू शकत होता, परंतु तो 30 मैल अंतरावर असलेल्या बँकेतून, आणि त्याला खात्री नव्हती की तोपर्यंत बाहेरील गर्दी वाट पाहिल. काश्मीरला हाऊसबोटवर असणाऱ्या सेठ गोविंदराम यांना कोणत्याही प्रकारे संपर्क करणे शक्य नव्हते. In short, everyone from the Pipalnagar came in the bank to withdraw their money. By noon, ready cash finished. Emergency funds could get from another bank which was 30 miles away, but the manager wasn't sure that the crowd will wait until then, and there was no way of contacting Seth Govindram on his houseboat in Kashmir. People were turned back from the counters and told to return the following day. They did not like the sound of that, and so they gathered outside on the steps of the bank, shouting, "Give us our money, or we will break in and fetch the Seth. We know he is hiding in the safe deposit locker." Mischief makers who didn't have a paisa in the bank joined the crowd and aggravated their mood. The manager stood at the door and tried to placate them. He declared that the bank had plenty of money but no immediate means of collecting it. He urged them to go home and come back the next day. Difficult words. Aggravated means annoyed, more worse. अधिक वाईट. Placate means stop someone from feeling angry. शांत करणे. Plenty of means पुष्कळ. Urged means विनंती केली. लोकांना दुसऱ्या दिवशी यायला सांगून काउंटरवरून परत पाठवले जाऊ लागले. ते त्यांना पटले नाही. त्यामुळे सर्वजण बँकेच्या बाहेर गोळा झाले आणि पायऱ्यांवर उभे राहून ओरडू लागले. आमचे पैसे परत करा, नाहीतर आम्ही बँक फोडू. शेठला आणा, आम्हाला माहिती आहे. ते सेफ डिपॉझिट लॉकरमध्ये लपून बसले आहेत. ज्यांचा एकही पैसा बँकेत नाही असे काही टवाळखोर लोक त्या गर्दीत सामील होऊन गर्दीला भडकवू लागले. व्यवस्थापक दारात येऊन सर्वांना शांत करू लागला. बँकेकडे भरपूर पैसा आहे, परंतु तो ताबडतोब उपलब्ध करणे शक्य नाही, असे सांगून त्याने सर्वांना दुसऱ्या दिवशी येण्याची विनंती केली. इन शॉर्ट, people were turned back from counters, telling to return the following day. The people gathered outside the bank on the steps, shouting, "Give us our money or we will break in." We know Seth is hiding in a safe deposit locker. Some mischief maker who didn't have a paisa in the bank aggravated their mood. The manager declared that the bank had plenty of money, but there is no immediate mean to collect it, and requested them to come back the next day. "We want it now," chanted some of the crowd. "Now, now, now." And a brick hurtled through the air and crashed through the plate glass window of the Pipalnagar bank. Nathu arrived next morning to sweep the steps of the bank. He saw the refuse and the broken glass and stones cluttering the steps. Raising his hands in a gesture of horror and disgust, he cried, "Hooligans, sons of donkeys, as though it isn't bad enough to be paid late. It seems my work has also been increased." He smote the steps with his broom, scattering the refuse. Difficult words. Cluttering means making untidy, अव्यवस्थित करणे. Disgust means hatred, तिरस्कार. Hooligans means bully or rough fellow, the tingan. Smote means made a heavy blow with a tool. जोराने आपटणे. Means आम्हाला आत्ताच पाहिजे. गर्दीतील काही जण एकसुरात ओरडले. आत्ता, आत्ता, आत्ता. आणि भिरभिरत वेगाने येणारी एक वीट बँकेच्या खिडकीची काच फोडून आत घुसली. नथू दुसऱ्या दिवशी बँकेच्या पायऱ्या झाडायला आला. त्याने फुटलेल्या काचा व दगडांचा खच पायऱ्यांवर पाहिला. भीती व संतापाने हातवारे करत तो ओरडला, "गुंड, गाढव कुठले! उशिरा पगार मिळत होता ते काय कमी होतं? आता माझं कामही वाढवून ठेवलं आहे." त्याने झाडू पायऱ्यांवर जोरात आपटला. त्यामुळे कचरा आणखी इतस्ततः विखुरला. In short, some people from the crowd were chanting, "We want it now, 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 now." Suddenly, a brick hurtled through the air and crashed the glass plate window of the bank. Next day, Nathu came to sweep the steps of bank. He saw the pieces of broken glass and stones. Angrily, with raising his hands, he cried, "Hooligans, donkeys," and said that it was not bad enough to be paid late, and now my work has also been increased. He banged his broom on the steps, which scattered the refuse more. "Good morning, Nathu," said the washerman's boy, getting down from his bicycle. "Are you ready to take up a new job from the 1st of next month?" सीतारामने सायकलवरून उतरत नथूला शुभप्रभात केले आणि विचारले, "पुढील महिन्याच्या 1 तारखेपासून नवीन नोकरी करायला तयार आहेस का?" "You will have to, I suppose, now that the bank is going out of business." "How's that?" said Nathu. "Haven't you heard?" "Well, you'd better wait here until half the population of Pipalnagar arrives to claim their money." And he waved cheerfully. He did not have a bank account and sped away on his cycle. Means आता बँक बुडाली म्हटल्यावर तुला करावीच लागेल. असं कसं झालं? नथू म्हणाला. म्हणजे तू ऐकले नाही? थांब. थोड्या वेळात पीपल नगरमधील निम्मे लोक त्यांचे पैसे न्यायला बँकेत येतीलच. आपले खाते या बँकेत नाही म्हणून आनंदाने हवेत हात हलवून तो सायकलवर बसून निघून गेला. Nathu went back to sweeping the steps, muttering to himself. When he had finished his work, he sat down on the highest step to wait the arrival of the manager. He was determined to get his pay. Who would have thought the bank would collapse? He said to himself and looked thoughtfully into the distance. I wonder how it could have happened. Means नथू पुन्हा पायऱ्या झाडण्याच्या कामाला लागला. काम संपल्यावर वरच्या पायरीवर बसून तो मॅनेजरची वाट पाहू लागला. आज त्याने त्याचा पगार मिळवण्याचा निर्धार केला होता. बँक बुडणार असे कोणाला तरी वाटलं होतं का? तो स्वतःशी म्हणाला आणि दूरवर पाहत विचार करू लागला. आश्चर्य आहे, हे कसं घडलं असावं? In short, Sitaram came there riding on a bicycle and asked Nathu if he is ready to take up a new job from the first of next month, and answered himself that he would have to because now the bank is going out of business. Nathu asked how that was happened. Sitaram answered, wait for some time. You will see here half of the population of People Nagar to claim their money and went away. Then Nathu finished his work of sweeping of the steps, then sat down on the highest step waiting for the manager. He was determined to get his pay. He said himself, who would have thought the bank would collapse? He looked thoughtfully into the distance, wondering how it could have happened. Questions alongside the text. Who was the last to know about the People Nagar Bank going bankrupt? See here, Nathu asks, how's that? And Sitaram asks him, haven't you heard? These two questions show that the last person to know about the bank's bankruptness is the Nathu. How are rumors spread? Are the rumors harmful? Why or why not? Here we have seen how the rumor is spread. Nathu told Sitaram about not getting his payment up to the 20th of the month. This news Sitaram told Mrs. Srivastav. Mrs. Srivastav said to Mrs. Bhushan. Mrs. Bhushan said to Kamal Kishore. Kamal Kishore said to Deepchand. From Deepchand, the news spread to various directions, and maximum people thought that bank has no money to pay their employees, and so they decided to withdraw their money from the bank. We call any news as a rumor because it is not believable. And of course, I think every rumor is harmful because the end of any rumor is always bad. With the help of this text, we can say that the rumors are harmful. I think you may learn this text very well. See, here are some books written by Ruskin Bond. Name of the books: The Adventures of Rusky, Children of India, The India I Love, Cricket for the Crocodile, Susan's Seven, The Hidden Pool, Room of Many Colors, Panther's Moon, Tigers for Dinner, Cookie's Song, At School with Rusky, Vagrants in the Valley, The Road to the Bazaar, Ghost Trouble, Grandfather's Private Zoo, The Ruskin Bond, Rusty the Boy from The Essential Great Stories for Children, The Lee is Not Far, The Blue Umbrella, The Room on the Roof. All these books are for children. I think you would like to read these books. You can search on the net. I suggest you to read all these books. These books will help you to enrich your experiences, to enrich your vocabulary, and it will be very enjoyable for you and it will entertain you. Thank you for watching the video.